Welcome back. I'm going to show you now how to pack models, multiple models, to keep them from getting crushed by the Postal Service. What I'm going to start with is just going to be two models. I have a USPS Postal Service priority mail box here. You get these free if you ship with priority. These will actually give you a dimension on them. These are the 12 by 12 by 8, and they will ship the small package. As far as anything up to 12 inches ships a regular package, then it goes to an oversize. So try to use the 12 by 12 by 12 rule to keep your cost down if you can use that size. I've got two models I'm going to ship today, or show you how to ship, and the way that I do it to keep it from getting crushed. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take and get some corrugated cardboard. Now this is just a pizza box from Papa John's, and obviously when they bring those, they're pretty sturdy because they got a pizza in them. I leave it as constructed as possible, and then I cut it in half, measured up my 8 inches to make my cut. So this is basically 8 inches tall. First thing I'm going to do is put that in the middle, because we all know that one of the worst things they do when they ship is crushing. So just so happens that the pizza box is about the right length as well. So I put that in the middle. What this is going to do is when you have these closed, it's going to give you reinforcement so that it can't be crushed. It would take a lot to put it that way. You'd have to have something pretty heavy on top of that to crush it. The other thing you want to do, if you don't leave the edges on it, you want to cut it so that the cardboard is lengthwise, that the strips that go down, you can see better here, the strips that are going down. You don't want to do it, you don't want to make it this way, because then it'll just fold, and it does have a chance of collapse. So you want to do it the strong way, which is with the you want to make those perpendicular to the box. So we're going to put it back in. So that's going to be the biggest secret on keeping them from getting crushed. You've made a divider for both your models. What I like to use, again, are free, or when you buy groceries anyway. So they're not free, but technically you can get as many as you want. But is to put them in the bags. And the reason I put them in the grocery bags is in case anything falls out and the person goes to open it up, it's going to be in the bag. The other thing is I don't tie double knots when I do this. I do singles, because they're really going to tick people off. They either got to cut it or try to untie it. So I just make a simple pull tight knot. And then what I'm going to do is put the model on one side of the divider, the other one, again wrapped up in the plastic, on the other side of the divider. Now, and Robert Fish will get a good kick out of this one, you can go ahead and use what I used before, egg carton. You put it this way so that it's got a foundation against the box in padding. Going to use the bottom piece as the same way. You want to put it so that the ends are this direction. Now you've got your beginning to heavy packing. I mean, you've got egg carton here, egg carton here. The models are separated. Doesn't matter that they come in contact, because normally they won't break. But then you've got your bar across here that goes down so it can't be crushed. Then, of course, if you have packing peanuts, you can put those in now. If you don't, again, you can use the bags and just wad them up and start sticking them in there until you get to the point where you shake it. You see this one's moving, but this one's not. And that's just from a couple bags stuck in there. You want to stick them down in the sides here too. But what you want is, you don't have to have tight. All you have to do is have enough in there to keep it from moving around side to side. But if you look, I've still got what I've professed all the time is almost 2 inches of space all the way around the models. A lot of times, skid steer or something comes into the box, it can come in there 2 inches before it's going to hit your model. And hopefully, if it hits the model, since you haven't made your pockets so tight that they're solid, you just want to make them so they won't move. is it will give a little bit and hopefully push the model over away from the hole. So then you've got a 4-inch area that it can go. If you side to and you have packing peanuts, this is where you'd go and just start putting them in. Now they're going to go all over, but just put them in and start tucking them into the sides all the way around. You don't necessarily have to do right here where the egg carton is, because it's going to take up the space. But if you have any space between the egg carton, of course you got to put it down between the egg carton and the model like this here. I'm not going to finish this one off, but it's pretty much the same thing. You just fill it up so that your packing peanuts are level with the stress bar you've made, and then when you pack it, and I'm trying to do this one-handed because I don't have a tripod right now, but you can see I can push down on that with a lot of weight, and that's not going to buckle and crush your models. That's the best thing that you can do. I mean, the Postal Service is going to do what they're going to do to destroy it, and you've got to try to figure out a way to keep that from happening. This is the best way I've found to keep it from crushing. I know that I've sent models to John Lynch, and he's probably seen that I used the centerpiece. Possibly even, I don't know if I did with Robert, but some of you may see that when I ship multiple models, you'll find that centerpiece in there. And that's what helps me keep from getting the models crushed this way. The 2 inches around is what helps me keep from getting anything holes in the side, not getting to the models. If you use the 12 by 12 as a gauge, you know that 12 by 12 by 12, you can still ship at a lower price, because once you go over 12 inches of any diameter of box, the price goes up. So I always start with the 12 by 12. That allows you to ship at least 2 models comfortably. You can do 3. If you're going to do that, I would recommend, and I could try to do it at another date and show you if you guys want to see, but if you can fit 3 models side by side, you may want to use a wrap of bubble wrap on each model, because what you want to do is you want to take that space up. Now granted, you're not going to have as much air space as the 2 inches, but as long as you have 1 inch, normally that should work fine. So this is an example at least of 2 models. I can do multiple models on other boxes, but this is basically keeping your cost down by going under 12 inches any measurement of the box. You've got free items that you get at the grocery store. You know, if you got 2 milks and you put a milk in each one, that gives you more of these bags, but I think most of us find it's not very hard, that we end up getting these accumulated and don't know what to do with them. They work great for packing, and they're already paid for. As far as cardboard, you can use, if you've got these boxes, these are corrugated as well. You can see the lines go this direction. So if you were going to use this as a centerpiece, you'd cut it here because you want your lines to go perpendicular with the bottom and the top. That's your best strength. If you were to cut it and use it height-wise this way, folds real easy, so you don't want to do that. So that's an example of how I ship multiple models. I hope this helps, and talk to you later. Bye.